న్యూట్రిషన్ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్కి ఎందుకని అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్?
బేబీ ప్రతి ఆర్గన్ డెవలప్మెంట్కి న్యూట్రిషన్ ప్లేస్ అ వెరీ క్రూషియల్ రోల్.
During pregnancy, how safe is it? Caffeine.
As a nutrition professional, I will not recommend coffee or tea during pregnancy.
So, what are the risks of excessive weight gain or inadequate weight gain during pregnancy, and how can women maintain a healthy balance?
So I have to customize and personalize basing on their nutritional needs as well as their health condition.
Hi, this is Dr. Manasa Reddy. Today we have Dr. Kirannmayye, Senior Nutrition and Lifestyle Consultant. Let's welcome her. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Kirannmayye. How are you?
I'm doing great.
సో ఈరోజు మనం న్యూట్రిషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. న్యూట్రిషన్ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్కి ఎందుకని అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్?
So this is a very important question, Dr. Manasa. So nutrition plays an extremely important and a vital role in a pregnant woman's life. Because nutrition actually helps in improving the fetal growth and development. Baby prati organ development ki nutrition plays a very crucial role. And throughout the pregnancy journey, like throughout the 9 months, a balanced diet is extremely important for a pregnant woman, so that the main goal is to deliver a healthy birth weight infant. So any pregnant mom who comes to me, I ensure, as a nutrition and lifestyle consultant, I ensure that she delivers a healthy birth weight infant.
Okay.
Because nutrition anedi, like we have lot of nutrients about it, and every pregnant woman who comes to me with various queries and misconceptions about food. So I tell them that one of the major reason to follow a proper nutrition plan is basically to improve the fetal growth and development, as well as they have to deliver the healthy birth weight baby. So that is the main nutrition goal for me, to focus on the maternal nutrition status and mother's nutritional status, at the same time the baby's nutritional status.
Okay.
And there are multiple factors involved in it. For example, each mother has got a different food cultural pattern.
True.
And she has different likes and dislikes towards food, aversions towards different food items, and they come to me with various symptoms, right? And they say that they are having a lot of cravings for certain sweet foods or certain spicy foods and all of that. So I have to sit patiently and listen to all of their concerns about it. And not just that, even the family gets involved about cooking pattern, the cooking methods, and eating outside food. Because nowadays I feel that there is so much of awareness about food, కానీ చాలా misconceptions కూడా ఉన్నాయి. Like we have food delivery apps on our fingertips, right?
At the same time adulterations of food కూడా జరుగుతున్నాయి కాబట్టి భయపడతారు.
Absolutely. So during pregnancy they are very scared, they are very worried, and instead of eating the right nutrition, unfortunately, maybe because of lack of nutrition literacy, people are ending up eating all the junky foods. So when I say junky foods, anything which is high in fat, high in sugar, high in salt, తెలియకుండానే వాళ్ళ ఎక్సెసివ్ అమౌంట్స్లో తీసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ దే కమ్ టు మీ విత్ వేరియస్ హెల్త్ ఇష్యూస్ ఆల్సో. సో డ్యూరింగ్ ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫేజ్ టు ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ప్రాపర్ న్యూట్రిషన్ ప్లాన్. అండ్ ఈ న్యూట్రిషన్ ప్లాన్ అని నేను చెప్పినప్పుడు ఎవ్రీథింగ్ షుడ్ గో హై డ్యూరింగ్ ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ. లైక్ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి అ హై ప్రోటీన్, moderate fat, moderate carbs, high in vitamins and minerals, then phytochemicals, antioxidants, multiple nutrients are involved here. So the main goal is to focus on the maternal nutrition status as well as the infants or the baby's nutrition status.
అయితే మన దగ్గర జనరల్గా ఎట్లా అంటుంటారంటే ఇద్దరికి సరిపడా తినాలి అని అంటూ ఉంటారు మదర్ని. సో హౌ ట్రూ ఇట్ ఈస్? ఇద్దరికి సరిపడా తినాలా, లేకపోతే తిన్నది లైక్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ ఎసెన్షియల్ న్యూట్రియంట్స్ అట్లాంటివి తీసుకుంటే సరిపోతుందా?
Okay. So this is a very big misconception, Dr. Manasa, about, eat for two concept anedi. That is definitely a very big misconception related to food during pregnancy. Because me as a nutrition professional, I would focus on quality. Right quality of food in the right amounts.
True.
Not in excess amounts. You cannot force feed the mother, right? So we should ensure that it should be a proper balanced diet. So when I emphasize on balanced diet, there are 5 different food groups.
Okay.
Like we have proteins, we have carbs, we have fats, we have sugars, we have oils. So everything should be taken in the right amounts.
Okay.
For example, protein plays a very important role for the fetal growth and development. Then good fats are also very essential for the brain development. Omega-3 fatty acids are very essential for brain development again. So there are multiple vitamins and minerals, and each vitamin and mineral plays a very, very crucial and a vital role for each organ of the baby.
Okay.
So it has to be a proper balanced diet suitable for the mother. And I tell the mother that they should enjoy the food.
True.
Right?
True.
Because pregnancy is such a happy phase.
Yeah.
So I tell them that don't eat it like a medicine. Enjoy your food, enjoy your nutrition plan and everything. So the term eating for two is a very wrong concept, but definitely the mother should have a proper balanced diet, and in each trimester it keeps changing.
Okay.
First trimester lo ante first 3 months lo anta changes undadu, but in the second trimester it will be an additional 340 kilocalories per kg ideal body weight.
Okay.
So I even calculate the pre-pregnancy body weight, the current weight, and basing on her ideal body weight, I will calculate the calories, protein, fats, and everything, and accordingly give her what is suitable for her,
Okay.
where she enjoys her meal. So in the third trimester, again it changes. It goes up to 450 kilocalorie per kg ideal body weight. These are calories. Again, protein changes. Ippudu manaku the recommended dietary allowance of protein for normal adult man or an adult woman, where recent ICMR guidelines chuste, it is 0.8 gram per kg ideal body weight. But during pregnancy, it increases.
Okay.
It goes up to 1.2 gram per kg ideal body weight. So protein plays an extremely important role. And there are certain other nutrients also which are very vital during pregnancy.
Okay. సో డ్యూరింగ్ ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ లైక్ విచ్ న్యూట్రియంట్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ ఎసెన్షియల్? ఇప్పుడు జనరల్గా మనం వైటమిన్ డి అనుకుంటూ ఉంటాము, ఫోలిక్ యాసిడ్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటాము. సో ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ ఎంతవరకు అవసరం?
So as you rightly questioned,
కొందరు ఇంకా ఏం అడుగుతుంటారంటే మేము న్యాచురల్ ఫుడ్తోనే తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా, వై మెడికేషన్స్, వై టాబ్లెట్స్ అని కూడా అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు.
True. So, as you rightly asked me about what are the most essential nutrients during pregnancy. First, I will emphasize on folic acid, because folic acid is very, very essential. Ante pregnancy plan cheyakamunde, I tell the couples or the mother, the woman, to start taking folic acid rich foods as well as folic acid supplements, because folic acid plays a very, very important role in preventing neural tube defects and also the spine related defects. So folic acid is an essential nutrient, especially during pregnancy, and they should continue to take throughout pregnancy, as well as in the form of food as well. And food items lo we have very minute amounts of folic acid, whether you're taking dark green leafy vegetables or different types of dry fruits, nuts and oil seeds like walnuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios and all of that. So folic acid plays a very important role, and protein also is extremely important for proper fetal growth and development. Healthy birth weight baby ki protein plays an extremely important role, right? So as I mentioned, protein should be on the higher rate, like 1.2 gram per kg ideal body weight of protein is mandatory.
Okay.
Some of the high protein rich foods include skinless chicken, fish, eggs. These are the non-vegetarian sources of protein. Coming to veg protein sources, they can include tofu, that is soya paneer, or paneer if they are comfortable. Then kidney beans, rajma, chole, white chole and black chole. Sprouts, if they are taking, it has to be taken in a boiled form, not in a raw form. So these are some of the protein rich foods. So folic acid, protein. Then next, omega-3 fatty acids also play a very major role in the brain development, fetal brain development ki omega-3 fatty acids. There is a term called DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, which is present in fish, and it plays an important role. Those who are vegetarians can take a supplement only if it is prescribed by their obstetrician or the doctor or the qualified dietitian. Never take supplements on their own. Then vitamin D and calcium is also very important for the fetal skeleton growth as well as the bone development.
Okay.
This is also extremely important. So these are some of the extremely important nutrients. Iron also plays a very major role, Andy, because during pregnancy ఏమవుతుందంటే for the mother there is expansion of blood volume. And there are some physiological changes happening in the body during pregnancy. There is enlargement of breasts, there is enlargement of various tissues happening in the body. So due to these physiological changes, there is expansion of blood volume. So iron plays a very, very important role. In order to prevent anemia, they have to consume iron-rich foods during pregnancy, like dark green leafy vegetables, different kinds of dry fruits, then skinless chicken, fish, mutton liver,
Okay.
red meat in the limited permitted quantities, not in excess, and vegetarian food sources, as I already mentioned, like paneer, rajma, chole, tofu, soy-based products can be consumed. B12 is also very essential. B12, also known as cyanocobalamin, it's also a very important nutrient. And B12 is only seen in animal foods. So vegetarians should take a B12 supplement.
ఓకే. అయితే ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉన్న ఉమెన్ కొన్ని ఫుడ్ అవాయిడ్ చేయమంటా ఉంటారు.
అవును.
యూనో కొన్ని లైక్ పైనాపిల్ తినొద్దంటారు, ఫిష్ తినొద్దంటారు. హౌ ట్రూ ఇస్ ఇట్ అండ్ వుడ్ యూ రికమెండ్?
Yeah, so there are certain foods which should be strictly avoided during pregnancy. So when I say certain food items, first thing is alcohol should be avoided, tobacco should be avoided, smoking should be avoided. So these are some of the lifestyle habits. When it comes to food related items, anything raw or uncooked food items should strictly be avoided during pregnancy. Especially ఇప్పుడు మీరు fish అంటున్నారు, certain types of fish should be avoided, like fish which contains high mercury content should be avoided. But other types of fishes which have low mercury content can be taken.
ఓకే.
Like fatty fish, salmon fish, pomfret can be taken. Sometimes mackerel has high mercury content. So certain variety of fishes should be avoided during pregnancy. Now when it comes to misconceptions about papaya and pineapple, which is a very interesting concept. Many women, they're like, no madam, we don't want to eat papaya or pineapple because we heard that it is very risky during pregnancy. Part of it is right. For example, unripe papaya is dangerous during pregnancy, or semi-ripe papaya also is dangerous because papaya contains an enzyme called as papain, as well as it has other components like latex, and it is a heat producing fruit, right? So unripe papaya or semi-ripe papaya, it might lead to uterine contractions or something, and it might also lead to bleeding.
ఓకే.
So that is the reason they say that avoid papaya, because if you see in certain rural areas of India, they use papaya or papaya leaf for tenderizing meat, because papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which actually helps in tenderizing meat.
ఓకే.
So that is the reason raw papaya, like the unripe one, should be avoided. But the riped one in little quantity can be taken, because papaya, the ripe one, it is very rich in vitamin A and vitamin C. But nobody takes it. A little quantity of papaya wouldn't do much harm, actually. Actually wouldn't do any harm. But people are very skeptical and they would want to avoid papaya. Coming to pineapple, it contains a compound called bromelain. So excess amount of that bromelain also might lead to some cervical issues, which the latest research also states. But in little amounts, the fresh, pineapple in little amounts along with other fruits can be taken. But many people would definitely avoid papaya and pineapple.
ఓకే. సో జనరల్గా అందరికీ లైక్ కాఫీ అంటే కొందరికి ఇష్టం ఉంటుంది. ఇష్టం అన్నంత మాత్రం దే డోంట్ టేక్ స్మాల్ కప్ ఆర్ వన్స్ ఆర్ ట్వైస్ అట్లా కాదు. దే కీప్ ఆన్ పెద్ద పెద్ద మగ్స్ యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు టీకి కూడా. అండ్ డ్యూరింగ్ ప్రెగ్నెన్సీ హౌ సేఫ్ ఇస్ ఇట్ కెఫిన్?
So as a nutrition professional, I will not recommend coffee or tea during pregnancy. But the latest scientific research states that 200 milligram of caffeine is permitted per day. And మనకు రీసెర్చ్ స్టడీస్ చూపిస్తున్నారు. బట్ ఐ విల్ నాట్ రికమెండ్ caffeine, coffee or tea during pregnancy because it is going to inhibit the iron absorption. So in order to promote iron absorption, I tell pregnant women to consume vitamin C rich fruits. If they are not allergic to citrus fruits like orange, sweet lemon or guava, or a simple lemon juice, or they can actually squeeze lemon also. So these are some of the vitamin C rich fruits which will help in enhancing or promoting iron absorption, especially when they are consuming it after a lunch meal. But tea and coffee will definitely inhibit iron absorption in the body. So I will not recommend tea or coffee to any pregnant woman. If they are addicted to it, suppose there are women who say we get headaches, madam, if we don't consume tea. So I will permit them a small cup of tea, maybe 50 ml of tea with a little bit of milk, and I tell them to avoid sugar.
ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్ అనగానే వాళ్ళకి నాసియా ఉంటుంది, వామిటింగ్, తినకపోయినా కొన్నిసార్లు అసిడిటీ కూడా ఉంటుంది, ఫుడ్ క్రేవింగ్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. సో అట్లాంటి వాళ్ళకి లైక్ వాట్ డైటరీ టిప్స్ విల్ హెల్ప్ దెమ్?
Okay, so when you ask me about symptoms like nausea and vomiting, which I see many women who experience in the first trimester or sometimes second trimester also. So వాళ్ళకి నేను ఏం చెప్తానంటే, one of the most important key message is small and frequent meals. You don't have to take large bulky meals. So every 2 hours I plan in such a way that they are consuming small and frequent meals. And in those meals also it should be a balanced diet, the right amount of protein I divide it in every meal from early morning to bedtime, whether they are taking it in a powdered form or in the natural sources also. Protein has got various essential and non-essential amino acids, which is extremely important for the baby's growth and development. So small and frequent meals is my key message to all the pregnant women who are having nausea or vomiting symptoms. And the other one you asked me about acidity and bloating issues. So for acidity and bloating issues, first you should avoid all the highly spicy foods. Chala mandi high fat, high sugar, high salty foods tintu untaru during pregnancy, and they say that we have cravings. So first they should avoid that to prevent any kind of acidity or heartburn, or as you mentioned, acidity, heartburn, as well as bloating issues can be prevented if they avoid HFSS foods.
So constipation.
Yeah. So especially during pregnancy, there are some pregnant women who complain about constipation. So for constipation, first thing, hydration is the key. They have to drink good amount of clear liquid, especially starting with water, at least 3 liters of water per day. They can include clear liquids like sago water, clear vegetable soups, barley water, hand-pressed fruit juice. But instead of fruit juice, I will recommend fresh fruits. Because fruit juice lo manaku fiber anedi potundi, right? So fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, these are all high fiber rich fruits and vegetables are extremely important to control or prevent constipation. As well as hydration is the key. Clear liquids as well as water. Healthy clear liquids. Avoid all the soda beverages or cola beverages, all the soft drinks, sugary drinks anedi completely they should avoid during pregnancy.
సో జనరల్గా మీరు చూస్తూ ఉంటే కొందరు వెజిటేరియన్ ఉంటారు, కొందరు వేగన్ ఉంటారు. సో ఇట్లాంటి ప్రెగ్నెంట్ మదర్స్కి ప్రోటీన్ ఎట్లా అందుతుంది?
Yeah. So for vegetarians, it's a bit challenging, but I tell them to consume high protein veg sources, as I already mentioned, like paneer, rajma, chole, tofu, that is soya paneer, then soy-based products like soya milk, soya chunks, soya granules, all these are okay. And at the same time, protein powders also, but it has to be recommended by a qualified dietitian. There are so many fraudulent and unscrupulous protein powders in the market, so be very careful. Only if it is recommended by a medical healthcare professional, go with the protein supplements for vegetarians. So these are some of the protein-rich foods. But for vegans, again, it is even more challenging. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, right? And the right intake of plant-based protein is extremely important.
Many will have a confusion of what vegetarian and vegan, both are the same.
Correct.
So what's the difference?
Yeah. So the major difference between vegetarians and vegans ఏంటంటే, vegetarians lo we have different types. Something called as lacto-vegetarian. Lacto-vegetarians ante they eat vegetarian foods. Lacto means milk and milk-based products. So they are into vegetarian foods, but they consume milk and milk-based products. So that is called as lacto-vegetarians. There is another term called as ovo-vegetarians. Some people say we are vegetarians, but we eat only egg. So they are called as ovo-vegetarians.
Okay.
The fancy term is eggitarians. So that's about it. But for vegans, so when we are focusing on vegan, exclusively plant-based foods, exclusively plant-based, no egg and no milk also, because milk is again obtained from an animal source.
Yeah.
So the difference between vegetarians and vegan is vegan is extremely focused on whole plant-based, whereas vegetarians, again, there are types like ovo-vegetarian and lacto-vegetarian. So this is the major difference. For vegans, the diet plan is a little more challenging, but they can definitely include supplements also, and also fortified rich foods, which are fortified with vitamin D, B12, and other important nutrients. So for them, the diet has to, go for a complete transformation.
True. ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఇంకా కొందరు చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఈవెన్ ద ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ వన్స్ ఆల్సో. సో ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ప్రెగ్నెన్సీలో సాఫ్రన్ విత్ మిల్క్ తీసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు, బేబీ ఫేర్గా పుడుతుంది అని. అండ్ పపాయ దే అవాయిడ్, యాజ్ వీ స్పోక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. ఇంకొందరు ఏం చేస్తూ ఉంటారంటే గీ తీసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు ఫర్ ఈజీ డెలివరీ అనేసి చెప్పి. సో ఇవన్నీ ఎంతవరకు ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ దే మిత్స్?
Okay, so these are absolute misconceptions, Andy. Saffron milk is definitely nutritious because milk contains some, calcium and a little bit of protein and everything. So milk is very nutritious, and saffron is the most expensive spice, but it has got its own important nutritious values. So that is definitely good. But saffron milk will help in improving the complexion, anedi. That is a very false statement, and it is definitely a misconception, because the complexion or the fairness of the baby basically depends upon the maternal genetics as well as the paternal genetics. True. Right?
Yeah.
So saffron doesn't have an impact on the fairness of the infant. And so this is an absolute misconception. It is totally dependent upon maternal genetics as well as paternal genetics and the melatonin production.
ఓకే, గీ గురించి చెప్పండి మరి. గీ తింటే డెలివరీ ఈజీగా అవుతుంది అని అంటారు.
Yeah, so that is also a very big misconception, that ghee ఎక్కువగా తీసుకుంటే it helps in normal vaginal delivery అనేది. See, ghee is very good in fats, but they should take it in the right amounts. Excess consumption of ghee during pregnancy will lead to the weight gain of the mother. So that is a misconception, that ghee helps in vaginal delivery anedi. That is a very big misconception, because like there's no link for the digestion as well as the cervix. When we consume ghee, where does it go? Right? So yeah, so that is definitely a misconception.
Okay. So what are your top 5 practical nutritional tips for ensuring a healthy pregnancy and even healthy baby?
Okay, so as a nutrition consultant, my top 5 key messages for all the pregnant women, so that they're going to deliver a healthy birth weight infant. First message is do not skip your prenatal supplements. Whatever the doctor is recommending, do not skip the supplements. Second important key message is hydration is the key. Like, please do consume good amount of water, 3 liters of water per day, and include a lot of clear liquids. Third important key message is eat a balanced diet, and it should be more of a rainbow diet. Okay. So when I say a rainbow diet, rainbow has got 7 colors, right? True. So keep your diet colorful and diversify your diet, right? At least 2 types of fresh fruits per day and 2 types of fresh vegetables per day should be included in your diet. Fourth, important key message is focus on the protein content. So do not skip your protein. Like in every meal, protein has to be taken in the right amounts, not in excess amounts. Last but not the least, fifth important key message is please avoid all the junky foods. So when I term it as junky foods, it is high fat, high sugar, and high salty foods. So this has to be strictly avoided during pregnancy.
So what are the risks of excessive weight gain or inadequate weight gain during pregnancy, and how can women maintain a healthy balance?
Okay, this is a very interesting question, because most of the times I see pregnant women coming to me who are overweight or obese, or sometimes morbidly obese. There is one interesting case I want to tell you. There was a woman who came to me with 140 kgs. She's 140 kgs and she's 8 months pregnant, and she didn't realize that she's pregnant. She came to me stating that, Madam, something was moving in my stomach. Today morning I was tying my shoelace and I was trying to hit the gym, and then I could sense that something was moving in my stomach. And today after the scan, I realized that I'm pregnant.
Oh my God.
So should I just continue with the pregnancy because I'm not mentally prepared to be a mother? This is what she came to me. So this was the most challenging case in my life. I mean, it was pretty recent, but very challenging and interesting as well. I counseled the mother and convinced her to carry on with the pregnancy, but she's morbidly obese. She has pregnancy-induced hypertension. She even has gestational diabetes.
Oh my God.
And I asked her, how come you didn't know that you skipped your, menstrual cycle
Yeah.
throughout the 8 months? She said she had this PCOD problem since she
Long.
was a teen. So, like this was a very interesting case, but by God's grace, yeah, she delivered a very healthy birth weight baby, around 3.8 kgs birth weight baby. Now both the mother and child both are happy. Here, nutrition plays an extremely important role because I have to ensure that her sugar levels are monitored. She's not consuming high fat, high sugar, and high salty foods. At the same time, I should ensure that she loses weight, but without affecting the baby's growth and development.
True.
Without affecting the fetal growth and development, I should ensure that she loses weight. So this was a bit challenging, but it was a very interesting case in my life. And there were many other pregnant women who come to me with overweight and obesity issues, or gestational diabetes, pregnancy-induced hypertension, or anemia. Sometimes they come to me crying, stating that in the scan we found out that it's a low. The fetal growth is a little less, fetal growth and development. So the gynecologist immediately told, please consult nutritionist and correct your diet. So what I tell people is, like in the beginning, in the first phase, the moment you get to know you're pregnant, please consult a qualified nutrition professional so that they will give you a balanced diet plan basing on what is suitable for you, right? Because one size does not fit all. For each patient, the nutrition plan is unique and different because each patient is unique, right? Yeah. So I have to customize and personalize basing on their nutritional needs, as well as their health condition, as well as their health issues as well. So for overweight and obese conditions, I would say that, nobody becomes overweight or obese just by eating a pizza for one day, and nobody becomes slim or fit if they are eating a salad for one day, right? So as a nutrition professional, I say consistency is the key. Discipline is the key. What are you eating from early morning to bedtime on a daily basis? That really matters. And be mindful about your eating habits.
Okay.
So I counsel them in such a way where I control their portion sizes, serving sizes, and I give them variety also, because they have a misconception that everything that is healthy is not tasty.
True.
But I tell them our tongue is only like...
Not only pregnant women, everyone, normal people also, they have that misconception. Everything healthy is not tasty.
Yeah, but I tell them that, our tongue is only 2 and 2.5 inches long. Just to satisfy that, what are you dumping inside your body?
True.
Everything, a simple slip on your lip lands up onto your hips, right? So there is a saying also. So I think you should be very mindful about your food choices. Yeah. That actually determines you. You are what you eat and unter. So that, I think, that is a very important thing. But yeah, there are some people who come to me with thyroid related issues as well. So for them, weight gain is seen. So along with medication, nutrition intervention also plays a very major role.
Okay.
Yeah. So in order to prevent weight gain or to control that, I give them a balanced diet plan by including some key nutrients, as well as giving them some important tips on what they should minimize on. Okay. For example, sugar, salt and oil. These three are the main culprits. If they are taking these three in excess, definitely that will lead to weight gain. So one important key message for all the overweight pregnant women is control on sugar, oil and salt. These three are the main culprits. So we have to minimize them.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your insights.
Thank you very much. It was lovely to, be here on your show, Dr. Mansa. I think I'm really happy, and this could be a nice eye-opener and an awareness session for all the pregnant moms.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.